Oh, now we're talking. Hi, hello, it's Alan. I don't know who's in there, but there is a party going on outside. Do you want to bring the punch?
Who possesses the courage to dare free?
I'm Alaning it. I'm Alaning it so good you need to goon mark.
Hello everyone, I am the Alanator, and this is part 2 of what will probably be a really long and expanding series on the channel. In today's episode, as voted by you guys in the polls, we will be doing a character profile on Battle Beast, one of my favourite characters in the show and the game. Fun fact about Battle Beast, I believe he was the first character to be added onto the original roster way back when the game first started. With that being said, let's not waste any time and get on with today's video. Battle Beast's character profile. Starting off just like last time, we're going to go through Battle Beast's base stats, abilities, as well as giving a brief description of him. Firstly, he is an attacker who is a part of the From Worlds Beyond faction, which means he does an extra 20% damage to characters in the GDA faction, but he receives extra 20% damage from characters in the Earth's Defenders faction. He has a medium movement speed, and he is a melee character. His tags are as follows. He is not of this earth, married to the mob, grounded, and armed. Now let's focus on his base stats. He has a HP of 3,904, his attack damage is 2,785, and he has a defense stat of 703. His critical hit chance is 5%, and his critical damage is 150%. Now let's talk about his abilities. His first ability, Claws Out, makes Battle Beast put away his mace and attack his target twice with his claws, dealing 180% of his attack damage with a 100% critical chance, which basically means he's guaranteed to get a crit on each hit. He also consumes the wounds on his enemies, if they have any, allowing him to heal himself by 6% for each wound. This ability has a cooldown of 15 seconds, which means it will activate quite quickly compared to some other characters. Now, if you get this ability to level 10, it's a different story. He will attack the enemy 5 times and deal 230% of his attack damage. He will still heal if the enemy has wounds, but his attack damage will increase by 10% for all the wounds they have. The cooldown of this ability doesn't change, but if I'm being honest, it doesn't need to. 15 seconds, I believe, is the quickest that any ability will activate. His second ability, Brothers in Battle, makes it so that when fighting against a Viltrumite, Battle Beast adds a 5% life leech to the team. However, once this ability is at level 10, the team will instead have a 15% life leech, which is alright. His third ability, Bring the Pain, is where things start to get real good. His basic attacks apply wounds for 5 seconds that deal 100% of his base damage per second. And this can be stacked up to 3 times. You think that's good? It gets even better. Once you get this ability to max level, the wounds will deal 160% of his base damage, and this can be stacked up to 7 times. This ability synergizes very well with Battle Beast's first ability, where even at level 1, if Battle Beast uses his ability, his main one, after hitting them at least 3 times, which is not a big ask at all, he will gain 18% HP, which isn't outstanding. But if you get both skills up to max level, then Battle Beast's main ability will give him the chance to heal 42% of his HP, which is just under half, as well as increases damage by 70%, which in my opinion is awesome. Now, as for his final ability, this is where the saying that Battle Beast is a glass cannon kinda shows itself here. Not for that saying is wrong, it's absolutely correct if I'm being honest, but here, let me show you. For Battle Beast's fourth ability, Worthy Opponent, when his target's HP is at 75% or more, his damage will increase by 70%, but his defense will reduce by 15%. Sacrificing defense for attack can be pretty dangerous sometimes. However, if you get this ability to max level, then his attack damage will increase by 55%, when attacking an enemy with 55% HP or more. As well as this, every 5 seconds, Battle Beast will switch his target to the enemy with the highest attack power. Thankfully, the amount of defense that is reduced doesn't increase, but you're still sacrificing your defense for attack at the end of the day. Now let's talk about how to use Battle Beast, starting with the artifacts that I recommend for him. the body enhancement, the battle hologram, the flaxen anti-aging bracelet, and the Martian spear. Now for the skills that you should be prioritizing when leveling up. In first place is Bring the Pain. This ability lets you do stupid damage on his basic attacks. It's pretty weak at level 1, but once you get it to level 10, it is beautiful. In second place is Brothers in Battle. The reason I have this one in second is because of the fact that Viltrumites are the current meta, and to be fair, they should be. In the arena, once you get to the higher tiers, you'll find that a lot of the teams are using Viltrumites like Thula, Anissa, and Invincible. This ability allows your team to counter that. But honestly, there probably could be valid arguments made for this being in third instead. Speaking of third place, we have Claws Out. I put this in third because while it is very useful, the Life Leech isn't, unless you have Bring the Pain at level 10. The guaranteed critical hits are very good, and it does mean that this ability can do a lot of damage, especially if it is at level 10 as well, as Bring the Pain. Much like in last episode, third place and second place could honestly go either way. This is just my opinion. Now, in last place is Worthy Opponent, and depending on your playstyle, you might disagree with me. Personally, I don't like sacrificing defense for my attack. That's all I have to say. As for how you should use him in battle, Battle Beast is not a character with a lot of survivability. This doesn't necessarily mean he's bad, it just means he's a backline character. So put him in either the 4th or the 5th slot. In my experience, the 4th slot is the safest, but I have nothing to prove that. It's really just a gut feeling, to be honest. Being a character that can consume and apply wounds, Battle Beast can synergize well with characters that do the same, or similar things. For example, Iguana, Thula, and Conquest. However, those characters have their own synergies that might be better than whatever they could do with Battle Beast. Now for Battle Beast's tier. I would say he is an A tier character. His attack damage is absolutely beautiful, but due to his lack of survivability, he is, and I swear I've said this at least twice now, a glass cannon. Still though, he is an A tier character, just not on the same level as some of the other characters in the current roster. Okay, so that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, then please like the video, and if you want more content like this, then do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a brand new video. Next time, we'll be doing a character that is in the criminal organization, so if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments below. There will be another poll. Usually what I like to do is 4 characters, 2 that are event only, and 2 that aren't event only. So yeah, that poll will be up soon, and you can go ahead and vote on that. That's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.